But if it comes to getting ugly where somebody's gonna be trying to kill me, I'm gonna have to do something first or do something to prevent that from happening.
New album we're working on him to drop in January. Besides that, we about to just drop our R&B stuff.
The Puff Daddy album.
Yeah, what about the Puff Daddy solo project?
He was the uber star, and I was just up and coming. So, you know, yeah, it's gonna be a show. But he used that to just, you know, just threw me off. Like, you know, it was just terrible, man.
In a shocking and sensational revelation, Cassie, the acclaimed singer and former partner of Sean Diddy Combs, has come forward with explosive allegations that implicate the music mogul in the murders of several Hollywood celebrities. These claims have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, raising serious questions and prompting calls for an in-depth investigation into Diddy's alleged dark dealings. As the story unfolds, the public and media alike are left grappling with the potential implications of these accusations, which, if proven true, could redefine the legacy of one of the most influential figures in the music world.
And I don't take nothing.
You're a thief, coward. Don't say you're a thief.
Okay.
You're a
Come
thief.
to the office, man.
You had a bunch of artists whose careers never went right with you.
It's widely acknowledged now that Diddy played a significant role in the downfall of Bad Boy Records. The tumultuous stories of the label's artists are well known. Some resorted to drastic measures, like throwing chairs at Diddy, just to escape their contracts. Others ended up in prison, and a few found solace in religion. Over time, the label earned the nickname the Bad Boy Curse because it seemed that anyone who became part of it was destined to fall from grace. Mase was expected to become a major star, not only in the R&B industry, but also in the rap world as a whole. So, it came as a surprise to everyone when he announced his decision to give up rapping and become a pastor, especially considering his chart-topping success from 1996 to 1999. Rumors surrounding Mase's unexpected exit from Bad Boy Records fueled a heated dispute. How could a 19-year-old rapper suddenly decide, you know what? I want to get out of this and become a minister? In 1999, Mase, whose real name is Mason Betha, announced his departure from Bad Boy Entertainment to establish SANE Ministries, which stands for Saving a Nation Endangered. After a profound spiritual experience, he began referring to himself as Minister Mase. He also claimed he was leading people, friends, kids, and others down a path to hell, stating that he left to find God in his heart and follow him.
If the devil can use him aggressively, then I want you to know God could use me aggressively.
In fact, it is said that when Mase was at the pinnacle of his career, following the success of his album Harlem World, he revealed his decision to leave the rap industry to a radio interviewer. I felt like I had a lot of money, but I didn't really know who I was. I knew I had to do something other than just hip-hop. However, there are those who remain uncertain about Mase's departure. Diddy was known for his strict control over contracts, making it challenging for anyone to easily exit their commitments as a bad boy insider. Mase was reportedly bound to a contract for a substantial period, raising questions about the circumstances surrounding his departure. Despite not receiving any royalties for 5 years, Mase made a comeback with his album Welcome Back under the Bad Boy label. However, he later expressed a renewed desire to leave and even orchestrated an interview with Puffy, during which he requested to be released from his contract.
Once I get this paper signed, then I come back. That's what it is, guys. You see that's it? What you gotta have something to talk about? You got nothing to talk about right now. Got something to talk about. No, this is freedom paper. No, that's not the rule.
In 2016, Mase made a comeback during a Bad Boy Records tour and wasted no time in criticizing his former boss. Following this, he took to Instagram Live to elaborate on the circumstances surrounding the incident.
When I see the hurt and the pains of other people on Bad Boy, that motivates me to say something so I don't be deemed as a person.
Despite a heartwarming speech by Diddy at the Grammys, tensions continued to simmer between him and Mase, with the latter resuming his criticism of Diddy. Diddy said, "Truth be told, hip-hop has never been respected by the Grammys. Black music has never been respected by the Grammys to the point that it should be." While many musicians resonated with Diddy's words, Mase was notably absent from their ranks. The rapper aired his grievances about the unfair treatment he endured from Bad Boy's label head in a now-deleted Instagram post. Your past business practices knowingly has continued, purposely starved your artist, and been extremely unfair to the very same artist that helped you obtain that Icon Award on the iconic Bad Boy label, Sick. In addition to this, he revealed during an interview that he never received compensation, despite being the sole creator behind all of Bad Boy's hit songs.
The beats, you ain't getting the money, you ain't getting the publishing, you ain't getting the respect. And I don't think you're like that.
No.
His most direct mention of Diddy comes when he addresses the star's recent name change to Brother Love. Since Cain killed Abel, I'm able to kill Cain. Love don't steal my N-word, change your name, Mace raps. People began to speculate that this rap was directed towards Diddy's alleged involvement in the killing of Notorious Big for financial gain. Faith Evans, the singer and wife of Biggie Smalls, gained prominence in the 1990s. She was a member of Bad Boy from 1994 to 2004. Following her departure from Bad Boy, she founded her own record label, Prolific Musical Group, and enlisted experts to assist in its establishment. Her album, The First Lady, released in 2005, debuted at #2 on the Billboard 200, marking one of several critically acclaimed albums in her discography. Her most recent album, Incomparable, was released in 2014. In 2017, Faith Evans promoted an album titled The King and I, widely believed to be a collaborative effort with Biggie. The duo's CD comprises only 25 tracks, yet it encapsulates the story of Faith and Biggie's lives together, from the day they met until his untimely death in 1997.
Spent a lot of time, a lot of dollars, just kind of trying to fight, or not even fight for justice, pretty much, and hoping that the authorities would bring.
Following Biggie's passing, Faith Evans entered into a relationship with Russaw, with whom she now shares 2 children. However, Evans faced legal trouble when she was arrested for drunk driving in August 2010. Subsequently, Evans and Russaw divorced later that year in 2011. Their drug possession case was dropped after both agreed to participate in a 13-week drug treatment program.
Music lover Major Relaford was shocked to hear R&B recording artist Faith Evans faces drug charges.
She's a positive artist, and I wouldn't never think she'll do anything like that.
There's always a murky side to every story. According to certain fans and sources, it's suggested that Diddy exerted control over Evans and influenced her involvement with drugs. Fans may have drawn connections from various theories suggesting that Diddy has been involved in controlling and engaging in questionable activities with younger artists in the past. However, when Diddy was implicated in theories surrounding Biggie's death, Faith Evans stepped forward to defend him. She said, "What I know is that Puff would never have Big killed, would never be involved in murdering one of his best friends that's outside of him being his artist. You know what I'm saying?" She emphasized that their connection was one of a kind, noting that even she had never had as close contact with the New York business and rap magnate as Biggie had. She concluded that despite the numerous theories and plausible explanations suggesting Diddy might be the killer, there is absolutely no way to definitively link him to Biggie's untimely murder. "I know without a doubt that if that's the case, then we would have sued Puff a long time ago if we felt that way," she said. "You don't think they tried to get us to do that?" An unexpectedly high number of artists formerly signed to Diddy have abandoned their careers to focus on their religious beliefs. The lingering question is, why? What exactly did they witness?
Righteous laws, 1,000-year pause, the earth rejuvenated, Christ illuminated.
The first artist to release music under Bad Boy Records was Craig Mack. Initially, Mack's career appeared to be on the rise, but it soon began to decline. Skeptics argue that his career was doomed from the start. Diddy's discovery of the Notorious Big is frequently cited as a major factor, though the exact reasons remain unclear. Allegedly, this led to an attempt on Craig Mack's life.
I'm not gonna be sitting here going in the studio all night, every night, busting my ass, and I ain't seeing nothing from it.
Craig Mack's physical appearance also became an issue, as he was frequently the target of ugly jokes in hip-hop media. Unable to endure the insults any longer, Mac faced criticism even from his own community. This animosity is often attributed to Diddy, who never defended Mac and seemed to dislike him, particularly because Mac's success initially overshadowed Biggie's burgeoning career.
Puff didn't like him for whatever reason he didn't. He told Craig, yo, if you don't fire your manager, nigga, you can't work for Bad Boy.
Despite never officially disclosing the specific reasons for their discord, Biggie and Craig Mack generated significant speculation surrounding the nature of their strained relationship.
Mac and Biggie Smalls are from two different type of eras.
However, Mac was also reluctant to fully embrace Diddy's vision for commercially successful rap, a significant factor in this context. Mac disapproved of Diddy's alleged involvement in immoral activities such as extravagant parties, excessive drinking, and attempts to control the artists under his label. Mac's downfall can be attributed to his resistance against Diddy's influence. Feeling lost and disillusioned, he decided to leave Bad Boy Records, citing concerns that someone was actively trying to harm him. He said, "I caught a couple of threats, a couple of passers-by in the streets." Following his departure, Craig Mack disappeared from television screens. However, it later emerged that he had embraced his religious beliefs. He resurfaced in a video released by the Overcomer Ministry, a secretive Christian group in South Carolina that has been characterized as a cult by former members. In the video, Craig Mack can be seen actively participating in the ministry's activities.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Craig Mack.
And what did you used to do when you was in the world?
Wickedness.
Okay. And what are you doing now?
Righteousness.
Whoa!
After viewing the video, those around Craig Mack noticed a significant positive change in his demeanor. He appeared happier and more energized, seemingly liberated from the perceived curse of being associated with Bad Boy Records. Following these events, discussions about the Bad Boy curse emerged, prompting speculation about the reasons behind each artist's departure from the label.
He said, the objective of Bad Boy.
But in one of his recent interviews, Craig revealed something very shocking.
I had a gun in my lap. And I'm sitting there and I'm talking to God. I'm like, Lord, I don't want to do this.
However, despite hopes for improvement, Craig Mack's medical condition continued to worsen with each passing year. Tragically, he passed away on March 12, 2018, in a hospital near his home in Walterboro, South Carolina. The cause of his death was determined to be heart failure. Shine's tenure with Bad Boy Records proved to be one of the most challenging experiences. Following a gathering in New York City in late December 1999 that escalated into a nightclub shooting, resulting in 3 people sustaining serious injuries, Sean Combs, Jennifer Lopez, and Shine found themselves in a precarious situation. Conflicting accounts of the incident emerged. One version suggests that a group of men approached Diddy in the club's VIP area and jokingly threw a bag of cash at him. Another account alleges that Diddy accidentally pushed a club-goer holding a bottle of champagne as they exited the club. Regardless of the details, the incident garnered widespread media attention overnight. Regardless of the specifics, the fallout from the incident largely fell on Shine. Reportedly, he brandished a gun and fired shots into the air, prompting patrons to flee the club and resulting in the presumed injury of 3 individuals.
When I hit the kid that tried to shoot me, that's when the security from the club went and, tried to grab me, and that's when the ratchet went off into the air.
Ultimately, the attempted murder charge against Shine was dropped. However, he was found guilty of assault and possession of a firearm, resulting in a 10-year prison sentence. This lengthy imprisonment proved to be a harrowing experience for Shine.
Human being to be animalized for 10 years. There's no quick fix to that.
At this juncture, several witnesses allege that Diddy brandished a firearm, a claim vehemently denied by Diddy.
That I have anything to do with a shooting. I do not own a gun, nor did I possess a gun.
However, some witnesses suggested that Diddy allegedly offered his driver $50,000 to take responsibility for the firearm charges. Shine, in a radio interview, clarified that he was carrying a firearm at the time of the incident because he had been shot a month prior. According to the rapper, having a gun with him in the club prevented a potentially tragic outcome. Nevertheless, the incident irreparably damaged Shine's relationship with Diddy. In the end, it was Shine who served almost 9 years in prison for assault, possession of a weapon, and reckless endangerment. He claimed he took the fall to protect Diddy. However, the truth came out a few days later when Diddy's bodyguard, Gene Deal, revealed more details about the incident.
Those people were testifying, they were brought to Puff first, saying that what they saw against Shine and what they saw Shine do.
The hip-hop group. The LOX had one of the earliest public feuds with Bad Boy Entertainment. They were signed by Diddy after Mary J. Blige heard their demo tape and recommended them. Following their appearance on Diddy's smash hit, It's All About the Benjamins, they quickly rose to stardom. The group became dissatisfied with the direction Diddy was taking Bad Boy Entertainment after their 1998 album Money, Power, and Respect, and its singles failed to chart. Following Biggie's death, Diddy shifted away from hardcore street music in favor of a more mainstream sound to appeal to the masses and ensure radio success. This prompted the LOX to seek a new record label that better aligned with their musical style.
He was one of them dudes that would just say crazy stuff anyway, all the time, on a daily basis. He drunk 40 ounces, so.
As a result, the LOX began featuring on several tracks released by Rough Riders, a label associated with fellow Yonkers native DMX. However, Diddy refused to release them from their contract, prompting the group to launch a campaign called Free the LOX to demand their release from their obligations.
It worked sufficiently for what we needed it to do, but looking back, that was all on us, like, you know what I mean?
In 1999, they made a bold statement at the Hot 97 Summer Jam performance by wearing t-shirts emblazoned with the message, "Let the LOX go." When tensions escalated and Diddy was hit with a chair, he ultimately decided to sever ties with the group. Subsequently, the LOX promptly signed a contract with Rough Riders, where they remained for more than a decade.
After the argument with Diddy, when Styles threw the chair at Puff, I mean, I ain't sure, but that was probably the last.
The true conflict arose when the LOX requested Diddy's assistance to secure publishing rights, enabling them to divide their earnings. They claimed that Diddy owned 50% of the publishing company. However, according to All Hip Hop, Diddy stated that he owned 20% of the LOX and had earned $400,000 from them. A representative for the group later refuted Diddy's claim with court documents. According to the band, imagine working for years and years, hard work, and somebody that has nothing to do with that is getting the bulk of it. You'd be totally, utterly frustrated, and you trying to get around it for years, and you call about it with lawyers, but people are too powerful. Eventually, Diddy phoned into a radio show from his Manhattan office to rebut the allegations.
We businessmen. We all mature adults. Say all that right there. I'm at my office. Y'all can sit on this interview with her and talk as long as y'all want to talk about it, or you can take the invitation I gave you before.
Jadakiss and the rest of the LOX were not ones to remain silent. They responded with a strong rebuttal, intensifying the dispute. They said, "Once we decided to go against Diddy, he had the power to block us from ever putting a song out ever again. We didn't have no leverage, really, besides the street. We had mixtapes. We had people behind us who thought we would be great artists in the future. If we're gonna do it, let's do it. But just know, it could go all the way bad." The New York City rapper from Yonkers also acknowledged that Combs wasn't overly difficult during the buyout negotiations and could have made the situation much worse for them. They said, "Shout out to Diddy also because he could have played much harder ball than he played." The tragic event that truly shook Bad Boy's destiny was Biggie's fall and demise. His sudden and unexpected death is widely believed to have marked the beginning of Bad Boy's misfortune. Diddy's former bodyguard even mentioned that Biggie's death led to significant financial losses from one of Diddy's contracts.
Knew that he might have been cash flow broke because he had to be out there doing Puff album to get that money.
Additionally, he claimed that Biggie actually hated Diddy. Contrary to the public image, Diddy and Biggie weren't as close as the bad boy owner portrayed. Biggie suspected that Diddy had used him for financial gain, especially after witnessing how Craig Mack was pushed out. Biggie also revealed that he wasn't leaving Diddy, despite knowing his true nature, because he wanted to reclaim his publishing rights from the bad boy mogul. Moreover, Gene asserted that the late rapper had positioned Bad Boy to secure a lucrative agreement worth more than $60 million. According to Gene, while guarding Diddy's briefcase on a flight, he stumbled upon Biggie's Bad Boy contract. It outlined substantial sums of money earned and increases of $250,000, but Puff was able to retain his publishing royalties. When Gene inquired about Biggie's new deal, the rapper allegedly boasted about the millions he stood to earn thanks to the arrangement.
Yeah, Big had a contract, and what happened was when me and Puff rode on the plane coming back down there, Puff gave me his briefcase.
Following this, during the promotional tour for his second album, Biggie was infamously murdered. To this day, very little is known about his assassination. Biggie attended a party with Diddy, and as they departed, they traveled in separate cars, with Diddy in the front car and Biggie behind him. Suddenly, Biggie's car stopped, and one of his guards from behind began shooting him, resulting in Biggie being shot 4 times. Indeed, the narratives of many artists associated with Bad Boy Records are heart-wrenching, with numerous individuals falling victim to Diddy's maneuvers. Some rappers vanished without a trace, while others experienced financial turmoil. Shockingly, some artists endured lengthy prison sentences merely for refusing to comply with the label's demands. The prevailing sentiment now is that Bad Boy Records is cursed, given the string of unfortunate events that have plagued its roster of talent. As one person wrote, basically Bad Boy is the worst label you could ever sign with. In conclusion, Cassie's revelation about Diddy's alleged involvement in the deaths of certain Hollywood celebrities has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. While these claims remain unsubstantiated and disputed, they have prompted deep reflection and scrutiny of Diddy's legacy and influence. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.